Finally got a chance to come take a look at this 4Runner down here at the dealership that we were going to look at the other day, because we think we know what the going price is for this, but wanted to make a little offer for it to see where we can get with it as far as making a great deal. But let's take a look at it first. Looks like we have a nice LED light bar in the front to add to the fog lights. Of course, we have an issue here with the headlight. Looks like it's letting moisture in to the lens there. As you can see, the other one here is nice and clear. It's not letting moisture in, plus it doesn't even have the hazy lens. Looks like we have some, plastic dip on the wheels maybe, and a few other aftermarket things on here. A little bit of bubbling here for rust. Looks like we had the typical fender bender for 4Runners. Always have something going on with the bumper in the back, especially in the corners. You might have seen our prior video where we talked about that with the 87 4Runner that we had, that always had an issue with the bumper, but every 4Runner always seems to have something going on in the back that has seen some problems with fender benders. So interior is pretty good. We've got basic upholstery, no leather. We have the four-wheel drive switch, so we know it's four-wheel drive, which we did see on the outside badging. But we have sunroof. Pretty well equipped car for 4Runner. This is a 2005, so not too far into this generation 4Runner, which came out in 2003. But stay tuned, because we're going to come back. We're going to try to see how we can negotiate this car down to something very cost effective. It has 295,000 miles on it. It has the V6, not the V8. Looks like it has just five seat seating, not the 7-seater. So fairly straightforward, standard issue 4Runner, four-wheel drive, SR5, in the titanium metallic paint, which is in pretty good condition. You look at the tires, they're good. Of course, we have to look at the fender, or the frame, see what kind of rust issues we have. Pretty standard, typical rust for the area here up north in Indiana, northern Indiana, where the salt is used extensively. It does not look like the frame is rotted through. Looks like it's intact, but definitely has a lot of rust started on it. So pretty typical for around here. Of course, a few years down the road it will be needing some repair, but the body looks like it's in really fair shape. You do not see a whole lot of rust bubbling up on the body. So look down here at the rocker panels. Those are of course protected by the running board, but got a little bit of rust starting up here, which is typical. Of course, when you open the doors up under here, typically you'll see rust started up as you enter that door. You can see it, but we'll have to wait and see on that. The other problems with these is the electronic rear hatch release usually gives way on these things pretty regularly, so that might need work. Looks like we had a wiper in the rear that's gone, so sort of one of those things that's to be expected in a way. We have some paint coming off, rust starting up here, bubbling up under the paint. Look under the back. The spare tire looks surprisingly less rusty than you would expect. The rear pumpkin's kind of rusty. The hitch looks like it's kind of rusty. We might have some rust through there. Might be rusting through right there at that part of the frame in the rear. But it looks like it was coated for the other parts of the frame, so that might bode well, it might not. Sometimes that coating just seals in the rust, or the water and the salt to keep doing its thing. But in any case, it does not have to be a deal breaker to see rust on these things up here, but you have to go into it knowing that that's part of the value of the car, is going to be affected by how much rust there is already started up on it. Wish you could get these down south and they have the same mileage and still have another whole lifetime worth of use for the frame itself, regardless of the engine. Of course, we all know Toyota engines are good for well over 300,000 miles. This one's got almost 300,000, so you know, if they've taken good care of it, it should work out to where that could last a little while longer, but still remains to be seen. Check back again while we try to see what we can do about making a deal on this, and then let us know in the comments, what do you think? How much would you offer for this car? Or would you even offer anything for it? Let us know. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, make a comment down below, and we'll see you next time here on Driving It Home.